What is going on, ladies and gents? How we doing today? Nice to finally be in the winner's bracket, huh, people? Nice to finally be in the winner's bracket. Welcome to your match review for Charlton 1, Chelsea 5 in the FA Cup. Welcome to Liam Rosenior's era at Chelsea. Whether it's going to end up being an era, we will see. Time will tell. But big up to every single one of you. Come on in, enjoy the show. Let's talk Chelsea today. But before we do, smash up the like button if you haven't done so already. Yes, you right there that is watching. I am talking to you on your TV, your mobile, your desktop, whatever you're watching on, projection, stars, whatever you're reading and watching this on. Be sure to smash up the like button. It's absolutely free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. It goes a really long way for channel growth. So please, on their way in, be sure to smash up that like button. Really would do me a big solid. Be sure to also, if you're new here, if you aren't familiar with Casually FC, welcome. We welcome you. We welcome your opinion. We welcome your thoughts on today's game or on any game, I would say. Maybe you're a Spurs fan. Maybe you want to talk about Spurs in the chat. I won't engage too much, but hey, you're at liberty to do whatever you'd like here. As long as you're within the rules, right? Subscribe. Right? If you're new here, if you just discovered Casually FC, subscribe to the channel. Would really help us out towards that 5K goal we're trying to reach. And last but not least, be sure to check out memberships. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. Big up Scott. So we have Scott here to join us to start us off in today's show. I'm here, your host, Marshall DBDX. And as we always do here on Casually FC, we're going to go over a little bit of a quick summary of today's match. And listen, finally, nice to have a win under our belts. Our last win, I believe, was either Everton or Charlton. I think Charlton was the last one. And a relatively convincing game. I mean, this is how it should have always gone. Charlton are 19th in championship, very much fighting relegation down into League One. So it should have been a dominant game from the get-go, even with this rotated side, but there are some negatives to discuss about some of the players here that we've already discussed vehemently, repetitively in previous streams. But there's some good things to discuss as well about today's match, about certain individuals and the way we were set up. So big up to every single one of you. Like I said, before we get into the summary, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and check out memberships. So starting things off, incredibly rotated side. I mean, pretty much everyone who hasn't gotten minutes in this side outside of Asugo, who looks like he just came back from injury because this is the first time I've seen him on the bench in God knows how long. Pretty much every player was rotated, barring I think it was Moises Caicedo was the only one that's really an out-and-out starter on this side that was on the lineup sheet as captain today. But then you had pretty much Tosin, Badiashile, and Hato kind of in a back three there. I'm forgetting someone, but the way YouTube is set up right now is not YouTube. Google is setting up this lineup thing is weird. Achinpong back there as well in the defense. Then we have Buenanote, who started in that 10 position with Andre Santos, Moises Caicedo in the midfield. Garnacho on that left wing and Gittins on that right wing, with Mark Guiu getting his first start at Chelsea for a while now. So yeah, overall, a strong lineup against this side, regardless of the rotation, but some players obviously did not step up. It took Chelsea quite a bit to really get into the scoreboard. We had some, shots that were blocked here and there. Charlton were pretty much in a low block. At times, they did possess the ball and came into dangerous areas, but nothing was too crazy up until, I guess, the second half, where they had a few other chances. But for the most part, a very controlling, dominant game from Chelsea in that first half, but not enough prowess, not enough attack going forward, not enough chances on target for what I can remember, up until we get a moment where I think it was Moises Caicedo pings across into the box. I think Guiu ends up heading the ball down into the ground versus on target. And it lands essentially in a space where Jarell Hato runs up, takes a shot up, top of the net, inside post. Keeper doesn't get there, and we're starting off. We're going into the second half 1-0 up on Charlton, and then from there it was kind of child's play. Really, Charlton couldn't really get back into the game. There was another set piece later on in the game that Charlton conceded. I think Buenanote takes the free kick and it lands in front of Tosin Darbayo. Tosin gets his goal. First goal in a long time from Tosin. And we're up 2-0. Didn't take long until Chelsea do something, though, that scared the fan base. And unfortunately, it came from a very silly and I would even argue lazily defended set piece that Charlton take advantage of. Jurgensen makes a brilliant initial save, but on the second save, ball deflects off of his shin, I believe, and then goes in. So Lieburn from Charlton gets his goal against Chelsea. But that's where it ends. That's pretty much where the buck stops for Charlton. After that, I think the players decided to stop fucking around and really start being more direct. Maybe from orders from the not the ownership. Well, it could be the ownership for all I know. But from Rosenior, tactical little tweaks here and advice to go forward. And wasn't long until I think it was Garnacho, or no, it was Buenanote that sets up a shot for Garnacho, I believe. And Garnacho gets it saved by the keeper, but the rebound was enough so that it lands in front of Guiu. Guiu gets his another goal for Chelsea for him in his first start in a while. So he had a pretty decent match today. I can't complain too much about Guiu. And yeah, then we started making some substitutions, started seeing some players come into the fray, probably players we're going to see against Aston Villa, even though we're probably reluctant about a few of these guys. But yeah, so 91st minute, so in stoppage time, Pedro Neto's already in the game. He gets it laid off to him by Enzo Fernandez. Neto does a little fake here, a little fake there, the typical Neto play set. Ends up actually getting a good shot on target that goes onto the keeper's near post. Gets a goal. Great. We're up 4-1. And it didn't end there. Esteval comes on as well in this game and had brilliant moments. Obviously looks like our best winger. No one needed to be told that. We all kind of already know he's our best winger in this team right now. And does a little jinky here, jinky there, fakes the player there, runs and tries to dribble past everyone, including the goalkeeper. And goalkeeper fouls him and gets a penalty. And Enzo Fernandez, who had also come on, takes the penalty, puts it in there, 5-1, bish, bash, bosh, game's over, and Chelsea are now on to the next round of the FA Cup. I mean, A few things to take from the game. You could see there's been some tweaks in the midfield, mostly in today's game. Maybe a little bit more directness through the middle and through the threaded passes from Rosenior's coaching. But I mean, you guys can see the issues, the blatant and eyesore of issues that we have at the wings. I mean, Garnacho and Neto, or not Garnacho, well, Neto too, but Garnacho and Gittins did a whole lot of nothing this whole entire game. I can't lie to you. Gittins maybe looked a little better, maybe. And that's not even saying much. That's like saying he went from a 3 to a 4. It's really just pathetic wing play from our wingers today against this side that you would think they just cooking them and running circles around them like Esteval did when he came on. But I don't know what it is with Gittins. Gittins just devoid of confidence, making all the wrong decisions, lazy passes here and there as well. Just not good enough, not showing enough ambition for me to want him to start and giving him a more run of a games. And Garnacho, what can I say, man? This guy can't dribble past a single player. I don't think he dribbled past a single player once today's game if I look at the stats. Had maybe a shot on target today that got blocked. That's the best thing he did in today's game. Maybe a cross in there. I don't really know. I couldn't even watch these guys. But overall, like, just horrible wing play, which is going to be something that Rosenior is going to have to try to find a way of improving, if not trying to improvise and make the best out of that situation. And if we look at the midfield, I mean, good performances from Santos, good performance from Caicedo. I think Buenanote was okay. Nothing to cry home about. I don't think it was horrible, but I don't think it was fantastic. Just average mid performance. And if we look at the back line, I mean, what can we say about Tosin and Badiashile? Like, they don't look up to snuff. They did fine. They got themselves a relatively good defensive performance against these players, but even that's questionable. Badiashile is really the one you could look at for that goal we conceded. Probably should have done a much better job positioning himself in a better place and to really engage with the header that caused that whole lead up to the goal. I was pretty content with Acheampong. At times, yeah, he gives the ball away, but it's okay. I mean, he's young. You know he's going to learn, and going forward, he did look pretty decent. Was, going as a wing back, kind of playing as in that back three, going inside, going outside, overlapping, underlapping. Same thing goes for Hato. I think Hato was probably the best player on that pitch today. Had a very good performance, and it's what we like to see with this player. He was brought in with experience, with hype, an up and coming player. Maresca didn't want to give him enough of a chance, despite the criticisms we had on him to not really give him a fair shot. But he showed today that he's ready to be of the level. And, with him, he's going to make mistakes. But if you can give me good with the bad, then that's better than a lot of these players on this pitch that today just gave me bad with the bad. But, Scott, talk to me, man. I mean, I don't know if you were really paying much attention to the game as much as maybe we were paying closer attention to Ivory Coast or Egypt, or maybe closer attention to the banter we were having on Discord, which, by the way, people, join the Discord if you haven't done so already. The community is live and active over there. Scott, what'd you get out of this game? What'd you make of it? Outside of what we already know.
Not much, to be honest, because it's Charlton, respectfully. Yeah. There's nothing really to talk about in that sense.
Kind of had to take it with a pinch of salt, right?
Yeah, there was a couple performances that were nice to see. That were good to see, like Hato, for example, Santos. There was some that I don't care. I'm not interested in talking about some of the guys that came off the bench that have been shit the whole season but want to perform against Charlton. Yeah, bro, I just don't care. Unfortunately, this is kind of how it's going to be for me for a lot of this season going forward. Unless we can actually start trying to do something as a club. But yeah, it just sucks in that sense that I can't be more enthused about our club and what we're doing. But yeah, it's just it just feels weird. Even with beating Charlton 5-1, I felt first half there's still issues in this team, and I think there will continue to be regardless of who we play because of the nature of some of the players we've got, especially in defence. I think Tosin and Badiashile today, I completely agree with you. Just They're the two worst centre backs we have in our squad, bar none. I think, yeah, like I think, like I think they sucked. Jorgensen was decent. Apart from, I think he should have done better with the goal.
Jorgensen a bit, yeah.
He was decent, but I think he should have done better with the goal. He palms it straight back out into the attacker that scores. Yeah, midfield was actually probably like the bit that, like, outside of Hato, obviously, the midfield was actually good. Like the midfield was the one area where like we had some level of like, what was it called? Just not necessarily control, but just good performances. Like I thought Caicedo and Santos were very good.
Tweaks made.
The only tweak that was made, because there was a lot of similarities, and we'll get to that. Okay. The only tweak that was made for me was the fact, and they mentioned on commentary, we went with a box midfield, so it was obviously Caicedo and. Which, to be fair, we've done before under Maresca. It's just
we started as a box midfield team in the beginning of Maresca's reign.
It's just, I think what we did this game, whereas when Maresca did it, the box, it was a big box under Maresca, if that makes sense. So like the 2 centimeters and the 210s were quite spread, whereas narrow, this like game, it was more narrow, and so the space was a lot more congested. So I mean, we could play little 1-2s here and there. Apart from that, it was exactly the same as Maresca ball. Apart from maybe a little bit quicker, but in terms of formation-wise, literally exactly the same. But yeah, like, I don't know what to talk about when it comes to this game. Apart from the like few players that didn't turn up. Horror.
It's hard to analyze it because it's it's one of these games where we're expected to win. I don't want to be negative, but what I'm almost tempted to analyze more is how shit our wingers were against this side. That is more concerning for me.
I thought Gittins was okay. I think at least with Gittins, there was some joy in terms of beating guys on the dribble. One thing I will say,
it was forward thinking with him.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about Gittins is he's not a right winger, and so like most of what we've seen from him in terms of like his good moments when he was at Dortmund is off the left, and so. Seeing him play on the right and having to be more of a creative outlet in terms of like whipping crosses in. Crosses weren't always accurate, but at least he was very direct. And there were times he was 2v1 because, again, we didn't have an overlapping fullback. I thought it was only Maresca that did that. Yeah, like I said, Gittins was direct. Garnacho was a waste of space. Like he did. I don't think he touched the ball for 20 minutes. He's terrible and will continue to be terrible. And the day he leaves my club, I will celebrate.
I don't think he's beat a single player either in that game.
I'm going to look up the stats, actually.
Sorry, so you mean to tell me that the player with the worst dribble success rate in the Premier League last season can't dribble past the player? I am frankly shocked.
A Charlton player as well, like
that's the part that's so damning.
Why is it damning?
Because it's Charlton, bro. Like you're a Premier League level player.
Either.
He's barely Premier League, bro. He's better served at Osasuna.
I mean, he only plays Premier League.
The thing is, you could excuse Gittins for maybe not being able to beat a man. Well, even then, that's like, if you really wanted to be charitable, you could excuse Gittins because he's young. He has no experience in the Prem and English football. Like, sure, whatever. I mean, I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just saying you could.
I mean, Gittins and Garnacho the same
but Garnacho doesn't have that excuse.
Marshall, I'm gonna be honest. No one gets that excuse because it is Charlton at the end of the day. Like,
no, I get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even if Josh, for example. Say Josh should play poorly today, I'd still crash it on Josh because it's Charlton, right? Excuse me.
Congrats on your 10 goals, by the way, Vader.
Bear with me.
Man City beat Exeter 10-1. I don't know if you know.
Haaland didn't score one.
No, Rico Lewis got 2 goals in that game. There was 3 own goals, I think, for City in that game.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think 3 of the goals it was either 2 or 3 of the goals.
Who did they play?
Exeter.
Well, how are they? Like
they're League 2, I think. They're League 1 or League 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. But
I don't think I've actually seen them play or hear them play.
I only know like one of the guys I went to uni with came from Exeter, so Sport Exeter.
2 dribbles, 0 successful from Garnacho.
Great. But yeah, like as I said, I think the good performances there are a few to talk about because like.
Good for him.
Yeah, there are good performances to talk about in a sense of, like I said, Hato and the guys that don't play a lot, because saying, oh, it's Charlton for them is a bit difficult because they haven't been given the opportunity to play.
100%.
Saying that, like, for example, I don't really want to talk about either of these guys this game because who cares? But like Neto and Enzo, I'm not talking about and I'm not praising. because you've sucked for like
they
a
should
week,
be-
and now you want to score or get an
Should
assist
be,
against
yeah.
Charlton. Like, cool.
I
You
mean,
do
they
you.
should
I
be
don't care.
performing against Charlton if they are
Yeah, exactly.
players. Yes.
That's the part that makes the analysis of this game hard because, like,
Two attempted, bro. He attempted. I thought you said he was successful with two. He attempted
no, two
two.
attempted. Didn't
You
succeed.
didn't, I didn't notice him get past
Jesus
anyone.
Christ.
Garnacho, I don't remember when Gittins beat a man, but sure, I believe
No,
it because he was
Gittins
trying.
definitely did, bro.
Gittins
Gittins
beat him
definitely
out, he
did.
did, yeah.
Yeah, Gittins was trying. I know he was going forward. It was
I
a
mean, I
little
think
frustrating.
Garnacho was trying at
but
points, but
to be fair to Gittins too, like when he was going forward, I would see he would be doubled up. Again, it's Charlton, but you got doubled up. I know it's not easy to beat two men in that situation, but Garnacho doesn't have that excuse. He had one man on him at all times. Like he was just cutting back, trying to win, get bullied off the ball. Like he was just not.
he really didn't
good,
do a whole
man.
lot, Garnacho. I'm looking at his stats actually, like he.
Are you
A good
surprised?
portion of that first
I know,
half
I'm
was
not
going to
surprised
Garnacho.
because he was awful just watching him. Like he
Yeah,
couldn't even be a man. I
He's
don't think he created any
shit.
chances.
He's dog
Like,
shit, man.
how many passes do you even do?
It's like again, like with me and Garnacho at this point, impact
32
sub.
touches.
Just use him the same
No,
way United
but
did.
this impact sub, like obviously, okay, this season, yes.
I
impact
don't
sub.
mind
He
him
needs
being
to leave
impact
in the
because I don't
summer,
want him
man.
starting.
Get
I
rid
want
of
him
it.
sold.
I don't know if he's going to. I think Neto has a better chance of leaving. Obviously,
We need
Real.
to-
I'd rather Neto stay there.
I know.
No, all of them need to leave. I was about to
Okay,
say
yeah,
this.
if
Outside
you
of
can get rid of
Esteval,
all right.
outside of Esteval, nuke the whole winger core, bro.
Bro,
Sell
yeah,
all.
okay,
I would
wait.
do
I
that
have to
too.
show you guys this. Hold on.
I would try
So, you see this,
playing
right?
like 60, 70
I'm
minutes
gonna
for all of
pop
them.
up Esteval right now. Esteval in the what 20 minutes he played? Where's Esteval? There he is. In the 20 minutes Esteval
He actually
played.
looked good when he came on, but I'm not even like, yeah.
The comparison, like
He
possession
was getting
one, like fucking Garnacho didn't even register. Oh, penalty one. I'm sorry, misreading.
Yeah.
Yeah, like big chances created. Like fucking A, man. Garnacho didn't do a
Shit.
damn thing.
Yeah, but
Esteval
Marshall, like,
is actually levels ahead of them
yeah.
too.
again, we're having a conversation. Like we haven't. He's had
Yeah, I know.
what,
It's just
2 or 3
repeating
good
it,
games
yeah.
this season, Marshall. One of those was against Wolves, and one of those was against Cardiff. We know his level. It's relegation team in this league. It's his level. We've had the conversation before. This isn't new. We're going over the same ground. He stinks. He's not good enough to be here. He will never be a good Chelsea player. He'll never be a good footballer. Full stop. End of story. I don't care if people want to say he's 21, 22, who will never be a good footballer.
Yeah.
Sell him in the summer, along with Gittins if he don't improve, and along with Neto, bring Quenda in, or Kenda, however you say his name, and then go and get, if you don't want, like, depending on what the formation's going to be, right? Go and get someone on that left wing to be a starter, and go and get someone at right wing who doesn't mind being a rotation option.
Yeah.
That's all you
Wouldn't
do.
Esteval be on that though?
Or what you do, if you want to go to a 3-man midfield, is you only need to sign one winger, because then all of a sudden you have Palmer at right wing, you have Esteval either as the starter on left wing or as the Palmer backup, and you just need to invest in either a starter or a depth piece on left wing or right wing, depending on what you can do with Quenda. You need one winger then. Nuke this winger core. They all
say
stink
this,
outside
but-
of Esteval.
Do you think we're gonna keep Garnacho and Gittins and Neto next
Yeah, we
season?
probably are. Yes, we probably are.
I don't
But
know
then
about
I know the
Neto.
ambition
I
of
can
this
see
club.
Neto
Oh, you
getting
think
sold.
Neto's definitely going?
I have a
Hopefully.
feeling Neto's
Out of
getting
all
sold.
three though, I feel like why shoot
No,
him off?
bro,
He's-
they're all
he-
shit. They're all shit. I don't care.
'Cause,
They're
Why,
insane.
why keep Garnacho especially there over like Neto?
Well, Garnacho because of the price you paid and the return on
we paid
investment,
60
right?
for Neto.
Gittins, you probably want to keep him for a little longer because you could see something with
I mean,
him. Like
it's his first
he-
Premier League season, yes.
with Jamie, the thing with Jamie is that listen. That's why I said what I said earlier in the season. I'll give him this season. He's frustrating to watch. You could tell he's raw. He still needs a lot of game time. He still has a lot to improve on. But you can at least see like glimpses of, okay, if you just improve on this, if you get more confidence when you do this, you could potentially be a good player for us, right? You could come off the bench. You
I
could do
don't
something.
have hope, but
With
I hope
Garnacho,
he does.
he doesn't have that excuse. He's prem proven.
And we've seen him in the Premier
Has
League.
played in the
right
Prem,
now.
I should say. I don't even
seen
know
him.
what's he proved. He's proven nothing. So he's played in the Prem. He should be like a more senior winger, right? But he doesn't give me shit. He doesn't give me dribbles, which I know he wasn't great at dribbling.
He
But
isn't good at
if
that,
you're
though.
not giving me dribbles, at least give me the shot volume. You're not even giving me the shot volume against Charlton.
I tell you, his best
Brother.
attribute is running, movement.
The shot volume that you were so famous for at United, you're not even giving it to me here at Charlton. So it's just like, and the thing is, like, I want him sold, but the thing is, you're not going to get the money you got for him. You're not even going to break even. Plus, on top of that, I think United have a 10% sell-on clause or some shit?
10% sell-on, and that will be important whether it's 10%
so you have
on
to
the
sell him
actual...
for more than what you bought him for to get your money back.
Nah.
I was
So
going to say,
Neto
you,
seems like the most easiest one to like flip.
the Garnacho thing
We're
is
not flipping
interesting,
Neto,
right?
are we?
No,
Yeah,
the thing with Neto is he's at least had two. By the time we sell him, he'll have had 2 years, and obviously
Neto
with
has
his
GNA
contract,
on his side.
Neto's only
not even
25,
just
actually.
that. He'll be easier to sell in a sense of like he'll have had 2 years.
Mhm.
With like, it will actually be. We're more likely to make a profit on Neto, a book profit on Neto.
All right. Wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. TJ, are we serious? Just because I do a stream, unlike you, to react to the result of my game, all of a sudden I'm gassing up Charlton. Am I not allowed to review my fucking game? Why are you such a fraud? When did you become so fraudulent? I hope you get so close to winning the league and bottle it that taste never leaves your mouth. I hope you bottle it this season. I genuinely do. Because, oh my God, TJ, what you've become. Oh man, I hate to see it. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue to review.
Wait, he
That felt unnecessary. I can't lie. No, to answer your question, TJ, no, we're not.
We're
Absolutely
not
not.
guessing.
Nah,
that.
we're gassed.
Um,
We're back.
Also, I'm timing you
What
out
was
because
I
you're a fraud.
Well,
Oh, you know what I was gonna say is like technically speaking, I think you can make easier book value on Neto. The other thing with Garnacho is like because of the sell-on, it's important to, and obviously we don't know this,
Yeah.
but it's important to know whether it's a 10% on whatever we sell him for, or a 10% on the profit we make on him. So as an example, if we're not going to do this because they love their profit. If we were to sell, say we have to sell him for like 30 in the summer,
Yeah.
to break even. If we sold him for 30 and they get 10% profit, they get nothing. So if we break even on him, then no, like they wouldn't get anything if it's that. Also to Vic, to answer your thing, by the way, I already said earlier, I know for a fact Garnacho and Gittins are not leaving in the summer, at least not permanently. I'm talking about what I'd do. I'm talking about what I would do to actually try and fix this attack. Like,
I love how my chat knows and I'm like actually rattled because normally I don't react like that. There's things happening in the background in group chats that actually got me pissed the fuck off today. That will probably be discussed on American Waffle. We don't need to bring. We don't.
Oh, your allegations.
Yeah. Listen, we don't rate Don Carlo here. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, you don't win, you traitor.
You fucking suck, Chris. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, there was not with Neto. I feel like because you could make the argument, like he has like a portfolio in the last 2 seasons at Chelsea that you could make the argument like, okay, look, he's won Club World Cup, he won Conference League, whatever. He got top 4 with Chelsea. He was, best GNA for Chelsea. There's something you could do with that, maybe to really flip a profit. Also, big up Jimmy Split for the raid. Big up to you, my man. Big up, Jimmy. Thank you for the raid, brother. But yeah, there's like, you could probably make the argument that you could sell Neto for around the same price you bought him for to another big club, something like that.
I reckon you can get 40 for him.
No,
He's
we're gonna get more for
25.
him.
He's not that
Yeah.
old.
I know, but I don't think
Dude,
we
Neto?
paid 60.
isn't Neto like 26, 27?
25. He's 25.
Mad.
Looked it
Yeah.
up, Chris?
Yeah. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he is 25. Wow. 25.
I don't know when his birthday is. I don't know
when his birthday is. But because you could see, like, if you look at GNA, if you look at just GNA, Neto has improved from the Neto that was at Wolves. So in my mind, I'm thinking if we bought him for 60 million euros, he's probably worth more now because he's doing more.
Oh, you think
output.
he's worth more than 60?
Yeah.
Who's paying more than 60 for Neto?
Saudi. I don't think you go to Saudi, but I could see.
I mean, I don't know. You might want to team up with Ronaldo.
I'm thinking.
If Ronaldo's
like,
still playing.
I feel like, well, we don't do business with Spurs, but they would probably kill to have a Neto.
I don't know. Like I don't mind Neto.
yeah, I don't know.
think I could tolerate him because I see worse wingers than him. Like in our team right now, like who start today. I felt like they showed absolutely nothing. Well, Gittins showed a little bit, and I give Gittins the time. I give him the season. Garnacho, I would sell him end of the season, no problem. But yeah, like with Neto, I feel like 50-40 is fair for him, tops.
We'll see. I mean, it's one thing I can't deny about this
Remember,
club
we
is that
always
we're a
have to
good selling
overpay
club.
because we're a bigger club. So 60 million. Maybe if we went
Yeah.
to a smaller club, it's like 40 or so.
I'm thinking, like, what big club would want to get Neto? Like,
Yeah.
I could see
United-
him going to
United,
Bayern,
man,
but not
if
really.
it- if
Like,
it's-
do
who
Bayern
cares?
need a left winger?
Who cares?
No, they don't. They don't need a right winger. They have Elise. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Eject him to the nearest club possible as soon as possible.
Yeah, but he's
He'd be-
definitely going to
he'd be
go
last
in
on my
favor
list, though,
for
to sell probably.
Akenda.
Out of the three
Yeah.
wingers.
I mean, I think Neto's part of the problem in this team.
He should be
That's the
backup.
thing. Yeah. Like,
No, they're all they all
wouldn't you-
think.
so
Why?
you'd take
Why?
him as a backup?
No.
No, listen. If it was up to me, Lloyd, I would sell Garnacho, hold on to Gittins for another season to see if he improves.
Selling
and
all of them.
I would sell all of them, to be fair. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, what could
Realistically,
happen at Chelsea?
all three are not
Realistically, I
getting
think it'd
sold.
be Neto. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, in terms of today's game, we're talking about the midfield. Yeah, it was like Scott was saying, like we played this box midfield under Maresca before, but I think what today made it so different was maybe it was a little more narrow. And what I did like was the amount of space it would open up for the player. That what they'd like to do. What I saw for today's game was, like for example, Tosa would pass it to Caicedo. Caicedo would take on some pressure, but then Caicedo would knew he has the sideways pass to Santos, and Santos would have all the open space for either Buenanote or whatever, and then we would already be in the attack. So in terms of like transition play, it was quicker. We were in their attacking third faster with the way we set up the midfield, and you would just cut through the midfield a lot more today. There was more through balls through the middle to really get the attack going. So we were attack minded, as we should be against Charlton, but you could see like how much quicker we were into getting the attacking third versus like with Maresca, where it was more calculated, find the gaps versus kind of baiting out the gaps, which is very much like what I said in the call-in show. Rosenior likes to play this bait and switch ball where like you bait out defenders, it opens up a part of the pitch and you quickly take advantage of those open spaces, which is what we saw today. But again, it's hard to say because it's
I'm going to be honest.
Charlton.
I was going to say, and I'm going to be honest, everything you just said there at the end about the bait and switch, that's exactly what we said about Maresca before he joined,
exactly.
and when he joined. And then when we started playing low blocks and people didn't want to bait the press, then it was, we've got to break down low blocks and we've got to rely on the quality of these players, and it failed. Also, by the way, I just wanted to point out, seeing as we got to this point, hey, those overlapping fullbacks, hey, glad we saw those.
Yeah,
I'm really glad that it was Maresca that was causing us to have no overlaps, and I'm glad that he's gone. We're seeing mad overlaps, and we're seeing that no inverting fullbacks. Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait.
we saw underlapping and overlapping fullbacks.
Well, I
today.
mean,
There was like no
fullbacks.
There was like no
Wingbacks.
overlapping. I think I saw Josh overlap twice, and that was it.
Yeah.
The entire
Yeah,
game.
Josh would
Hato didn't
overlap and then he wouldn't get the ball. But
He overlapped like twice, got the ball neither time, and that was it. Hato didn't overlap once. He inverted the whole game, but it was just Maresca, I guess. Lol.
I mean, Hato just looked like Kukurea 2.0 today.
Yes, he did.
But we were playing. But that
Joke.
I was going to
He was
ask you
good
guys, like,
and he was
because
doing what
they were
Kukurea
playing
does
as
on the
wingbacks
Edison.
today.
Like, was we though really? Like, I couldn't really
Yeah.
tell.
They were pretty much
we-
wingbacks today. Am I
Who?
wrong? I'm pretty sure Hato and
It didn't
and
feel like
Echelon.
wingbacks.
No. Josh was playing in a back three at times. Like it varied, right? So, yeah, I think it varied. So at the start, it was getting it, like it was literally the same as Maresca. Basically, it was like you had a back three, a toss in Achimpong and Badiashile. You then had a two-man midfielder, Santos and Caicedo. You had the two tens as Hato, lol, and Buenanotte, and you had the two wide players be the two wingers, and then Guiu up front. And then it just, as the game progressed and we tried to attack them more, we went from having we basically went to what we did under Maresca, where we had just the two centre-backs at the back, and then Josh pushed up and almost became like another midfielder or like another 10 or whatever in attack, like when he was inverting. But yeah, bro, like this was literally, like I said earlier, this was literally watching Maresca outside of it was slightly quicker because it was slightly quicker and there were some tweaks in terms of, I know Has mentioned it, like Caicedo wasn't left on an island because Enzo Fernandez wasn't playing. So you had Santos was close to him and they had an actual understanding of how to play together. And you now watch Enzo make suicide runs out of midfield and leave Caicedo on himself while he's going on an adventure, Hobbit style.
That's where we probably have to sacrifice one of the attackers to play a midfield or three, because I like to see Santos and Caicedo play more in midfield together, because I do hate seeing Caicedo left alone, and it does happen a lot with Enzo, and that's just, I feel like it's down to like tactics as well, like down the box crash and create and whatever. Like he's not there to sit back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can sacrifice one of the attackers easily.
Like what I saw today was at times whenever Gittins would get the ball, he would always go inside. Same thing with Garnacho, he would always go inside. So I guess everyone went inside, so we were more narrow.
I don't feel
that
like
that didn't happen once on the left hand side. Marshall, I don't know what you said.
Yeah, he pretty much lost.
Garnacho never came inside pause once. He was doing his usual. Yeah, no, but he tried. He started out wide. He started out wide and tried to dribble inside, but can't dribble. Like again, it was outside of a couple of tweaks, a couple of small tweaks. Like I said, the 4-man box midfield was a lot tighter. And the fact of you had two midfielders playing next to each other, which whether that's tactical, whether it's because of Santos, whatever, right? Outside of that, it was and then obviously we played a little bit quicker. But again, I don't know how much of that is because we're playing Charlton.
Exactly, yeah.
That was literally it. There was no difference. It was still Gittins and Garnacho 1v1 or 2v1 at times with Gittins. Like, multiple times.
Who am I missing?
Because our fullbacks or whatever they were inverting. Like, you are missing... You're missing the striker.
Oh. Duh. Okay. Boom. We'll put that right there. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'd have to rewatch the game. But yeah, no.
In fact, it was literally... No, go back, Marshall. If you put Gittins and Garnacho wide and put Hato back where you put him...
Watching that game?
Put Hato back where you put him in the 10. And the same for Achimpong. No, both...
Okay.
Brother.
Back here?
No, brother.
Oh, you're doing this.
Am I speaking Swahili? In the 10.
Yes. So right about
both,
here.
and then put Garnacho and Gittins wide.
No, he meant the false 10.
There you go. That's what we played today.
Yeah,
what does that look similar to?
Yeah. Buenanotte would be here and doing the runs into the pockets.
Man, are gonna act like we saw something different. It was just quicker. That was it, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
Science.
But that's why, like I was telling people, like it's not the fundamentals of what Maresca was doing is exactly what Rosenior is going to build off of. Yes, we were quicker, and yes, like at times you have Caicedo that would invite the press, and Santos would be there, boom, and then you pass it to Buenanotte, and Buenanotte would have he would go wide to either Gittins or whatever, and Guy would be in the box, and Hato would make the runs into the box. Achimpong too. So it was. Inverted fullbacks, guys. Nothing new here. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the other thing too, because that's what makes this game hard to analyze. Because is our Arsenal going to give you that space? Are Arsenal going to fall for that bait like Charlton did today? Are you going to be able to do that sideways pass that has Santos, that has all the space in the world? And on top of that, I don't even think. What I think could happen against Arsenal is this. We're going to have Enzo here instead of Buenanotte.
Yeah.
And Santos and whatever. And obviously, this is going to be for Fana.
I disagree massively.
What do you
don't
think
Enzo
is going to
start?
happen?
I think it's going to be.
I think Palmer goes wide for
I don't at all. I think it's going to be until proven otherwise, right? Because he might change it up. Obviously, it's his first game against Charlton. I don't know what he's going to do. My thought is move Achimpong back to centre back, first of all, like right centre back, and make it a back three.
Wouldn't it be a reset?
Move-
It'll probably be Reece.
So yeah, I think it's going to be Reece. I think the central centre back is going to be probably
Chalobah. I think it's going to be
Chalobah. I don't know, man. And then
I know these guys are going to play. So.
Actually, then again, he might rotate like
for
one or
on the
two
left,
players.
maybe. I think take Santos out, put Enzo in, and then put Palmer in the 10.
This, actually. It might be this. No,
Yeah,
I would actually play.
I would prefer that.
I
would prefer that. But regardless, it's going to be the three centre backs, however they are. It's going to be Enzo in midfield. It's going to be Palmer in the 10. It's going to be Cucurella at left back. And obviously the two wingers is going to be Neto and... Oh, Caicedo can't play. It's going to be Santos and Enzo. Excuse me.
Wait, Caicedo can't play?
He's suspended.
So why do you play
It's going to be... he got yellow card accumulation in the FA Cup. Because he got a yellow card for clapping, the ref, sarcastically.
You remember.
It's going to be Enzo and Caicedo in Enzo and Santos in midfield. It's going to be Palmer in the 10. It's going to be Cucurella at left back / left 10, and then it's going to be Esteval on the right, and it's going to be potentially Esteval on the right, and it's going
to be allowed to play that game.
Yes,
or did he serve
he's
his ban
allowed
in this
to
game?
play. Yeah. Fuck it, Marshall. He got a 1-game ban, which he served with this game.
It's not violent.
Okay, I just because it confuses me because sometimes you
really
can serve the ban domestically and sometimes it doesn't count only in the Premier League. So that's what throws me off.
Okay.
No, Marshall, it's down to yellow card accumulation, right?
Okay.
Santos got yellow card accumulation in the FA Cup, so he is banned for the next round of the FA Cup. If you get a yellow card, if you get a red card in the Prem, it carries over into domestic cup competitions.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be, and then obviously I forgot the striker is going to be pick one. I'm going to be the thing I'm going to be really interested in. The thing I'm going to be really interested in, the people who talked about, obviously we talked about the midfield. I think, and this is my opinion, right? I think 90% of that today had to do with Enzo Fernandez not being in there. Because even when he came on, he played in the 10. I'm going to be interested to see if when Enzo and Santos play with each other, as I imagine it will be, unless it's Enzo and James, whoever it is, right? Enzo and whoever. I'm going to be really interested to see. I'm going to be really interested to see what happens in that sense. Like, is Enzo going to be as deep as we saw Santos today? Because if he is, I'm willing to admit that it's tactics. But if Enzo is still doing his usual bullshit of leaving his man isolated, and on an island, then we know what the problem is. So you know how to fix it, Rosenior. If we see the same bullshit from Enzo in against Arsenal, Liam Rosenior, you know how to fix it. It's real simple.
But but I remember, didn't Enzo stay deep in his first season or so with Chelsea, and then
the first 6
months. Enzo Maresca came in, that's
it was when
becoming a box crusher.
No, it was when Poch came in. He tried to play him in 10.
Oh no, you're right.
I said this is the other thing they could. The other thing they could do, which I thought that. I think they might do.
Santos.
I think it might. No, Marshall, go put it back.
I
think it might.
James could play
rotation. Did
he
play a full game today?
That's fine. What I'm thinking it could be.
Okay,
but there, we've already seen that he inverts anyway. I think he could invert James into midfield, and then everyone shuffles over. So instead of Chalobah will be central centre back still. So you do that.
It'd be something like this.
Yes, and then you need to move Palmer over. But I think you could do that. I don't know whether that works. I'm saying he could do that.
Mm-hmm. But you reckon Santos will play again after playing? He played what?
Maybe, bro. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not sure.
Sounds like he's been running a lot this season. He's barely played.
He could do. I'm not saying that the other option can't happen. It 100% can. I'm thinking what he might do. This is an option. He probably most likely Gusto plays in it.
I was thinking,
James has got a good point. Again, pause. But he's not played a lot of minutes. It's you could, and I think it would be a big what's it called? I think it'd be a big show of trust in him. And also, I think he can play in these games. He needs to be able to play in these games if he's going to play for Chelsea, man.
I agree. It's more
Just
so.
playing.
I'm more so thinking like if it's gonna actually happen because of what we know with the whole medical team and the board and rotation and minutes and all.
Oh no, but Santos is no. They do that with They do that with injuries. They don't do that with the other guys. Because you know it's how Neto and all these guys just play 90s consistently.
Yeah. I mean, this is nothing I want to really dwell on, but I will just put it out there. I'm actually kind of surprised that Asugo didn't get like 5 minutes or something. Because Asugo was on the bench. I don't know if people noticed.
Nah, Asugo's not playing that.
Like if I'm worried about Santos playing another 90 against Arsenal in 4 days, then you give him a 70 and you give Asugo like 20 or something. Like I don't know, just an idea.
He ain't getting that. He just came back from injury and he's played 0 minutes for Chelsea.
Yeah, I could see something like this.
If he does play this, by the way, I will laugh. I will just laugh.
This is essentially what
it's exactly the same.
What
outside the fact Santos would be playing and it would be like Reece inverting into midfield rather than Gusto inverting into the 10. It is literally exactly the same.
Yeah. So
if he does something different, cool. It's just like we've got one game to go off, right? And I'm going based off what I saw tonight against Charlton, which is kind of hard
not the good basis.
Yeah, you're not gonna like
potentially do this. To be honest,
maybe show with his cards in the first game. I prefer
this. Just Esteban on the left. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Like Neto should always be on the left if they're both the wingers.
What I would prefer, personally, and I don't think this is gonna happen. Is
what? Oh,
it would be
wait, who's the right winger then? Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you know what? I would not be opposed to this, by the way.
And then maybe I don't know.
No, swap Gusto and Palmer. No. Swap Gusto and Palmer. So yeah, I know what your plan is, Marshall. You start Palmer at right wing, play a 3-man midfield, but he like drifts inside as the other 10 and Gusto's overlapping. That I'll be honest.
Fair enough.
That would probably be I'm going to be honest. This would be the best lineup. You get Neto out of the team, good. You like you get Gusto in his best spot in terms of as an overlapping fullback. Like that's probably the best case scenario. You then have the 3-man midfield to limit Enzo's defensive liabilities. You give Santos a good partner in James for defensive solidity. But yeah, this would be the best case scenario. And then in terms of the striker, like I said, pick one.
Yeah. I mean, I would go with the lap. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like in recent games, the lap has caused more problems. Not for Chelsea. I just mean for the opposition players. And it's looked more effective, at least.
No, you got it right the first time.
Is Arsenal Chelsea at Stamford Bridge?
Yes.
Yeah, the first one I think is at the bridge.
First leg is at Stamford Bridge. Second leg is at.
They have 2 legs. I almost forgot.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not. Sorry, no, neither of them at Stamford Bridge. They're both at Wembley, I think. Or is it no? Wait, is it semi-finals of the FA?
Yes,
no, I'm wrong.
In FA Cup.
I always get confused. It is apologies. It is home and away, and then.
Yeah, they didn't do Wembley for the final, right? So.
Yeah, it's Wembley for the FA Cup in the semis. I forget that.
Yeah, so it's at the
that's the way.
Emirates. Yep. So the first leg is at the Emirates, and the second leg is at
No, Marshall.
No, you just looked at the second leg.
Fucking A. Stamford Bridge is the first leg. The second leg is at the Emirates. Yeah, that's in a month from now. That's not too far away.
I mean, if we use those wingers against Arsenal, then have mercy on our souls, because they're getting past no one. They could use their B players and they won't get past. But I don't think every Palmer and all that.
Chris, what did you think of today's game, man? It's like tough to analyze it, really. Like I don't know what else to add.
I mean, I was impressed with what's his name, Santos. Like he had another good game. I like to see our midfield controlled it. Like Scott said earlier, I didn't really care about the performance so much today because it's Charlton and they're not a good championship side, so I don't really care. I knew we'd probably win. I'd be very shocked if we lost. Mark Gu he didn't do a whole lot, but he did get involved, especially in the first goal. He didn't look bad in my opinion. It's mainly the wingers for me today. Like an attack, what let it down. Who was the 10 again? It was Bernate as well. He didn't really do a lot either. My nose.
He was alright. He was average.
It's most of defense, centre back wise. I don't think he's good either. The fullbacks carried it, if anything. Action Pong and Hato especially. Hato was brilliant. He's like 2.0 Kukurea today, and that was a good thing. What I did like about is seeing Hato play, and we've barely seen minutes from this season. What's kind of sucked. I don't know if that's just
good in his last
fault
2
or
appearances,
just...
man.
Pardon?
Yeah. He's looked good in his last 2 appearances.
No, yeah, last game too. He looked very good. Did he come on last game or did he start?
Yeah, he came on for Santos after the red card.
Yeah, I thought he came on, and he looked very good. Yeah, so like the wingers, I don't expect anything from Garnacho except from the start of the season. Most of us did. We don't rate this guy. We didn't want this guy. We wanted like Simmons or Kudus or anyone over Garnacho. Like Scott said with Gittins, he was a little bit better. Well, he's definitely better than Garnacho on the wing, and he was definitely trying something. He did beat a player. I know I saw him do that, unlike Garnacho. And Bernate just did the bare limit, minimum with that match. Yeah, my nose is really bad sometimes. It's just this cold. It's not fully going with me. But yeah, like result, but I didn't really care about performance. I didn't even care about the result that much after like what's happening this season.
It was an expected win, you know.
Yeah,
like we like I know everyone's like,
early
I don't see the light at the
Cup.
end of the tunnel. Oh, Chelsea is so bad, all this and that, and I'm like, okay, yes, I understand, shit's bad right now, but surely you must know that we're good enough to beat Charlton. Like you can't think we're so bad we're actually gonna lose against them.
Did anyone actually think we was gonna lose?
I mean, the way Ahmed was talking before the game, it seemed like
it's Ahmed, bro. No, it's Ahmed, though, bro. You know.
Yeah, I know. This is Ahmed too.
I'm always losing. I'm just losing, man. I can't. Every time
you know, I will say, like,
talk to me.
I wanted to say, because we spoke about a little bit about Hato. Like, he is the one player obviously outside of Santos, but like, and
Esteval probably.
No, it's like Esteval. I know how it is, but I'm talking like in terms of, I'm glad they played, and I'll talk about their performance in a positive sense because they don't get a lot of game time. He was really good today, and what I was pleased with him was how he took the role, because like that's the first time we've seen him this season play that inverted role where he's playing in the 10 and look good. That's the 5th game I think he's had where he's played that role, or 4th or 5th game. He's been shit. He's been shit
it up
every other
really
time.
Quick. I can't lie.
Yeah, he's been terrible every other time he's played that role. Like he did against Brentford, terrible. West Ham, he came on, did it.
What was the first game he made his debut and he was playing?
West Ham.
I think it was a Champions League game, right?
No, it was West Ham. He was terrible.
It was West Ham. Yeah,
he did that against West Ham, was terrible. He did it against Brentford, was terrible. He did that one other game, was terrible. This is the first game he's done that and looked excellent. Like he was doing all the stuff we saw Kukurea do last season, where it's like box crashing. Like he got that header that the keeper saved. He obviously got his goal. Like he was a threat in the box. He was doing really well, and like I'm pleased because he's one guy who should have got more game time. That's a criticism I had of Maresca, of him not getting more game time. And yeah, like hopefully he can build on it. I don't expect him to play any minutes against Arsenal or against Brentford, to be honest, or at least not start. I don't know when his next game will be, but like I hope when he gets his hopefully he gets some minutes coming up. Like even if he gets like 20 minutes off the bench, right? Like I'm happy with that. Give him 20 minutes off the bench in a game, in a few games, to like give him some more game time and get him more acclimatized to that role. Because doing it against Charlton and doing it against like Brentford, for example, is way different. But yeah, like I was really impressed with him today.
Yeah, and on top of that, he should have had an assist, because if you remember, well, he should have probably had another goal, but he was trying to get an assist because he had that header that instead of going straight to the keeper, he lays it off to Delap, and Delap just flubs it. It doesn't flub it. It gets blocked.
I know.
Remember
Delap
at the
missed
end?
that one chance,
why are we surprised?
Where Enzo squared it to him and he missed it completely.
No, there was the one where like maybe it was Enzo that got the cross in
From the right side.
From the right side, and Hato goes to head it, and then it lands in front of, I don't know if it landed, I'm pretty sure it was Delap, and Delap just gets the shot blocked.
I swear, like no one got a head on it. It just went straight to and not Enzo, Delap.
It was Esteval that crossed it to Hato. Yeah, thank you, Oliver. Yeah. Yeah, and Delap just got it blocked. So, yeah. Also, by the way, over 100 of you guys watching, be sure to smash up the like button, please, on the way in. I'm seeing that we only have 37 on the regular stream. So, yeah, let's get that like up to 50, please, if possible. Chat, I really would appreciate it. But, yeah, it was just... I think Hato was a phenomenal player. Obviously, Caicedo was in there just to keep things steady and just to man the ship, because you can't just have a fully rotated side. Otherwise, I think this game would have gone differently. So there was a player there that, you know, kept control of the game. You know, when you have Caicedo in there and he's playing at his best, he controls the midfield. So
I think the other thing I wanted to say about Hato as well, I've just thought about is the other thing about him getting used to this role, especially when it comes to going forward, is I think if he'd have stayed how he was, obviously he hadn't got a lot of game time, so like maybe it's a little bit unfair, but in terms of him, all we've seen kind of on a positive note from him is when he tucks in as a third centre back when he's starting left back. Unless you're playing a formation where you have a inverting fullback on the right, or you go from a back four to a back three in possession, unless you specifically play that style of play, or you're going to move him to a centre back, which they seem reticent to do so far, at least. He was kind of redundant in this team. Like he's not a traditional fullback. He was a centre back before he got moved there at Ajax, for example.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't going to learn how to get forward or do better at getting forward, his role potentially became redundant in this team, which seems harsh to say, but it's because of the change that we're having in this team with managers, and we don't really know what Rosenior is going to do long term. But I think some of tonight was a little bit of like just kind of
building
Maresca muscle memory.
Maresca left, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of Maresca muscle memory in a sense. So yeah, so I'm glad that if he can learn how to do this kind of stuff getting forward, even if he plays as a traditional fullback at traditional left back, hopefully like he can still apply some of what he's learning going forward in terms of overlapping a bit more instead of underlapping, or like getting in positions where he can hit crosses. We don't know what his crossing looks like. We haven't seen it really at all. So yeah, like I'm hopeful of that for him. And another thing on top of that is, and I know Danish has spoken about this, I don't know whether it was in jest or like being serious, probably being serious, but like if he can develop well enough over the next couple of years, it potentially makes the pain of losing Cucurella less, in terms of if you have a guy who can step up into the role like adequately, not even necessarily like the same level.
We lost
right?
Aspie, you know?
Yeah, kind of like
losing Aspie wasn't that bad because we had Reese.
Exactly that. Like, and I'm not expecting him to be the same level, but if you can at least lessen the burden, right? Of Cucurella leaves, and maybe instead of having a 9 out of 10 player in that position, you have a 7 out of 10 player in that position, and that's cool. That's better than going from like a 9 to a 4, right? Which is, like I said, up until today, kind of what we'd seen from Hato in terms of this going forward. I mean, so yeah, like hopefully you can just push on, like I said.
So I figured we could look at some of the quotes that Rosenior had to say, and it's funny. I want to start off with this one because we were just talking about this the whole stream, right? The reporter came out and said, "You and Enzo Maresca seem to play in a similar way. Is it going to be a case of this team evolving rather than changing too much?" And Rosenior had this to say: "This is a team that won the Club World Cup. That was 5 months ago. This is a team that won the Conference League last year. We are a good team. We're a good team. We are a good team. They've been well coached. I've made no secret of that. There are other elements to football other than tactics. Tactics are one element. Shape, systems, technique, they're all wonderful things. But there are other things that I feel like maybe we can improve on, and that's what we'll keep working on, as well as the tactical side of the game."
They've been well coached. Interesting.
He was paid to say that, Scott.
Yeah, of course it was.
But like... Yeah, they were well coached, of course. I mean, you saw the lack of coaching under Pochettino, right? So, yeah, the bar was pretty low, and Maresca did, what any coach is supposed to do, coach the players. And sure, some of these players aren't up to snuff. Maybe they've built bad habits. Like, I'll throw in Neto into that. I'm not going to throw Garnacho into that. I'll throw Enzo into that. Maybe building some bad habits, right? I'm hoping Rosenior can set them up so that they don't have to do too much thinking on the ball and they can get out of some of these bad habits. Because today, like I said, if you take the tactical analysis of today's game and kind of put to the wayside the opposition we played, right? Like it's the best thing we can get out of it than just thinking about how the players look like when they're playing against cones, right? It's different when you're playing against an opposition team, you know, in Charlton. It wasn't not long ago where we kind of struggled against Cardiff. So this is what we expect, this kind of dominant performance. But you can see the patterns of play. You can see how they set up in the midfield. And that's, I think, from Rosenier's standpoint, if I am the manager and I am being put in a position where I have to get results, I'm leaning into my strengths. And one thing we know about this team is that the midfield is the strongest part of this team. Easily the strongest part of this team. I was going to say Garnacho, but yeah, Garnacho is a bad habit. Yeah, there's no bad habits there. It's just bad. So intensity is what we lacked under Maresca. I don't know if you guys will agree. I think with Maresca, the way we played in possession was more so hold on to the ball until the opposition kind of bite the bait, right? Whereas Rosenior sets it up so that you're in a position where you are going to bait out the opponent. And because he set up that box midfield a little more narrow, and again, this is just one game, so take it with a pinch of salt. The pass was always there. The pass was always there. There was like a well-drilled team. I feel like that sideways pass in the midfield to Santos or Santos to Caicedo was always there the whole game. But then again, I take it with a pinch of salt because it's Charlton. I don't think think Arsenal get baited like that, you know?
As I say, the thing is, right, I think there's two things to this. I think the problem is, like I said earlier, I think Maresca did do this as well, and like we've seen De Zerbi do this as well with Brighton. Like a lot of possession managers try and do this because it creates space for the other players. Mm-hmm. The issue's going to be when we're facing a team that isn't going to like press you. So in this game, it's a cup game. It's Charlton. They've got nothing to lose. They've got literally nothing to lose. You saw the game today. They came out well. At least when we had the ball in our half, they came at us. Obviously, as we pressed up the pitch, then sat back in their shape. Like they kept pushing forward. They kept like going at us at times. Mm-hmm. So it's easier to bait the press. Even Arsenal, because it's a bigger game, it might be easier to bait the press. I want to see if it's the same when we face Brentford.
Yeah,
Brentford is going to be the teller because that's a game.
Teams last season, you remember, Scott, like I think Ipswich was like the biggest tell, the second game against Ipswich, where I was lambasting Maresca because, brother, you can see that first goal. You're seeing that they're not, that was Tosin was playing too. You're seeing that they're not biting the bait. They're just going to sit back and wait for you to come at them because they have their goal. They're waiting for you to attack. And Maresca couldn't be tactically versatile in game in that moment, in that first half, to switch his idea. There was never a plan B.
Like, that's why I'm not trying to see like too much or trying to say too much when it comes to that stuff yet and say like, this is what he's doing and Maresca wasn't doing it. Because no, we saw Maresca doing this as well. Yeah. It's just that there came a point where we did become a bit predictable in terms of you knew that's what we wanted to do at times in order to create space for other players. Yeah. So teams knew just don't do it. We'll just let you have the ball because the quality of your players in some areas is not good enough, or because you know that some players are a bit. What's the phrase or word I'm looking for? It's like they can lose concentration at times. Mm-hmm. They know that they can just wait and get us on the counter attack or wait and get us like in moments. So yeah, I need to I need to just wait and see what happens when we face the Brentford. Like. The rest of the games outside of Arsenal, and obviously outside the Champions League, it's a bit different. The rest of the league games outside of Arsenal, actually, we're not facing it. The rest of the league games we're facing this month is good. Like that's going to be
Brentford,
telling. Palace,
West Ham, yeah.
Who else
that's it because we have this week we don't have Premier League. We have Arsenal, and then we have Champions League the week after.
Brentford afterwards.
Yeah. So we only have 3 Prem games left in this month.
Oh, that's a hard
No, this is a tough month too. I mean, obviously there's games we're supposed to be winning, and I feel a
Nah,
little bit more
like,
confident going into Crystal Palace this time around than in the beginning of the season because they've just been in horrible form. What was the score today? They lost. I just don't know what the score was.
Palace 2-1.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, no, Glasner's struggling over there. I will say, like, CA Mafia has a point here. I do think one of the deficiencies about Maresca is probably that he coached possession and prioritized possession over risky transitional passes. And I think what makes Liam a little different is that he does want that 1-2-3 pass. Like today we saw there was sometimes we would get into the box and create a chance out of just 3 passes. Tosin, Enzo, Esteban.
Yes.
Like there was stuff like that.
Again, Marshall, though, I think the reason I'm going to wait is because I want to see what happens when Enzo Fernandez is playing in that midfield on a regular basis because he has been one of the worst for it in terms of holding on to the ball too long. I want to see what Palmer does in this team because he started to be one of those problems to hold on to the ball too long. I want to see what João Pedro does when he comes. Like, I want to see the players that we saw do it on a regular basis, right? I want to see what they do now under Rosenior. If they're still doing the same thing, then you know it has nothing to do with Maresca. These players are just morons and it's a player issue, which I still think it is. If they start like playing the quicker passes and we see that even though it's a similar shape, it's a lot quicker, there's a lot more energy, there's a lot more movement, then I can concede about the Maresca thing. I think the problem is so many of the players that we know that do that didn't play today. Outside of, there was a couple, Garnacho played today, and he did it plenty of times, where he would get on the ball, take too many touches, like he always does. But I know he's a moron, and I know he's a terrible player, so it's like, I know that. The other players who I expect more of, I'll be in, like I said, Enzo, Palmer, and João Pedro are the main 3. I'll be interested to see what they do when they start playing. Like that Arsenal game is going to be telling for us this season in terms of with Rosenior what we're going to do.
Yeah, I think also like this team does benefit from quick play. Like
100%. That's what our wingers thrive in.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Club World Cup, our run there. Like, you look at some of the goals that we scored, it's from 1-2, 1-2, like one pass, boom, let's go, like running behind. Like, we have a really strong counterattack that we don't take advantage of, which, again, like Scott said, is it Maresca doing the coaching or the players just being brain dead at times? And sometimes when they're not confident, they just don't think smart. They think safe, conservative. And it does happen. It's a mentality switch sometimes, too. Same thing goes for Palmer. I mean, it was the last game under Maresca where I saw Palmer just, or not even Maresca. It was the Fulham game where I saw Palmer just slow down the counterattack sometimes and pass it sideways or pass it back. And it's like, brother, you have a pass going forward. Like, we'll see. I mean, more quotes from Liam Rosenior. Actually, just from Jarrell Hato. He had this to say: "I was surprised I hit the goal. It's why I didn't celebrate. It's nice to get my first goal at Chelsea." So man didn't even celebrate because he didn't realize he scored. He couldn't believe he scored. We knew it was going to be a difficult game, but we did a good job. Created a lot of chances. Didn't give a lot away. I like these games. I like to fight a lot of duels. Today was a game like this, so it was nice. It was a good game for me and a good game for the team. And listen, man, if you like fighting a lot of duels, then I want to see you play in the Prem more often. Jarrell Hato and Liam Rosenior had this to say: "He has his own way to play football, and I think it's a good way, and it suits us. We had a lot of meetings with him and try to explain how he wants to play because it was a short time, and I think today we showed what he wanted." So Rosenior said the following: "Strong start, but nothing to get too carried away about yet." I 100% agree, and I think he understands this is the opposition. This is how Chelsea should be winning games against these types of oppositions, which is nice to see. Liam Rosenior had the following out to say as well: "A good start, professional. I thought our first goal came at an important time in the game," which is true, just before stoppage time. "It was a brilliant goal from Hato. The quality of my players was outstanding. Strong start, something to build on in quite a small game on Wednesday night." He's got jokes. Goals change games, and that comes down to quality of players. To get the goal when we did was really good. I got a fantastic squad. I was delighted with the starting players. I thought Mark Guiu was magnificent. He deserved his goal, and there was a lot of positives. Actually, that's a player we didn't really talk about. Mostly because he wasn't super involved in the game, but I thought when he was involved, he was pretty good.
I think he was okay.
I think he probably should have walked out with more GNA, to be honest.
That tap in, he got assist from the first goal. And
he got an assist for the Hato goal, and then he got a goal himself, so he got a goal and assist.
I mean, he was like I said before, he was probably the better attacker.
He actually got to play more as just a traditional 9 than like a hold up play 9 today.
I mean, don't he normally play that anyway? Like.
No, but sometimes we see him. He's like deputized as like a hold up 9, like hold up the play, like how we use the lap.
Yeah.
So today he was more of a striker. He got given some chances and he put him away, which is good. We need to
get minutes for like games like this. He needs some minutes. We did drag him away from Alone as well, if you remember.
Yeah, what was the last game he played prior to this?
I do feel bad for him though because he barely gets minutes, and it's not really like. Fully, well, it is on us because we dragged him back. That's on us actually. So I do feel bad for him. He's been put in a situation where he's gonna get bare minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. What was the last game that he played prior to this one?
It's almost a Bournemouth, apparently. I don't know if that's true.
Could be.
I think Cardiff. Charlton. He played against Cardiff on the 16th of December. Yeah, and that was after the Bournemouth game. So his last game was against Cardiff.
I don't know who we got next in the FA Cup, but I like to see him play that one too.
The next game in the FA Cup, Chris, is that what you're saying? To see him play?
Yeah.
I mean,
even
there was some
as well.
What were
like
some of the
winning,
results today too?
7-1.
FA Cup. Let's look at, because some teams got knocked out. Like Spurs got knocked out by Villa. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I was surprised they even scored, to be fair, because they just been so bad. Is this the okay? So tomorrow there's more games, but let's see. Spurs, Birmingham advanced. Burnley went through against Millwall. That's expected. City went through. Obviously, Ipswich went through. Fulham went through. Newcastle had to go to penalties against Bournemouth. Wow, and they went through on penalties. And that's a Bournemouth without Semenyo. Ooh, Coventry got eliminated by Stoke City. Lampard out. Chris, your team got eliminated by Wolves. Shrewsbury. Sunderland went through against Everton. Again, on penalties, it looks like. Damn, and Everton didn't score a single penalty. Nottingham Forest got eliminated by Wrexham, so big up Wrexham. Like Crystal Palace obviously didn't win against Macclesfield. Is that how you say it? Macclesfield? Christ almighty, bro. Crystal Palace, man. The fall off is crazy.
Oh, they lost?
It's Macclesfield.
Wait, Crystal Palace lost?
Yep. In regular time too, Chris. Wow, that's horrible. Crystal Palace scored a 90th minute goal to make it 2-1. They just got a consolation prize at that point. Fucking Christ, dude. That's so bad. And what division is Macclesfield from? Come on, show me this. 14th in National League NS. What division is that?
It's National League North South. It is the 5th tier of English football. No, 6th tier.
Oh,
it's 5th or 6th tier.
Oh man, that's really bad. That's really bad for Crystal Palace. Yikes!
We'll just lose to them. We'll draw.
No, don't say that, Chris.
Don't say that.
Let's read more
I will
comments,
say because I hope it goes. I'm wrong. We lose.
So Liam said had this to say as well. I was delighted with Jarrell because it was a different role for him, like we were saying before, more of an inverted role. He played as a 10 like Mark has done in the past, and he gets the goal and does really well. I was delighted with Tosin and Big Ben at the back. Young Josh, full of potential. I was delighted with all of them. Man, he's just coming up with nicknames for everyone now. Fucking Christ. But yeah, I mean, he's playing. He's doing that inverted thing that we were saying. So
I can't lie. My guy is doing the typical like just being happy with everyone because like there's absolutely no way he could watch Tosin and Badiashile play today and go, I'm happy and delighted with them. Like, he's just doing he's doing the placated thing. Like, he's doing it. We won. Everyone's happy. Everyone played well.
Called them world-class players before.
Yeah.
He
Like,
just, you know.
He's just doing that. Like, we know they played like shit. He probably knows they played like shit, but you know what? We only conceded 1. We won 5-1. It is what it is, sort of thing.
Actually, I want to look at that goal we conceded against Charlton. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, I mean, defensively, like, is there really? I don't think they had much to do. So it's like I can't really praise too much on the defense.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They didn't have a lot of shots, I didn't feel like, but I feel like they were causing a lot of issues for our centre backs in terms of like I said, I think for like Tosin and Hato and Badiashile just looked like it's so weird to say this considering who we played out of their depth, like defensively a lot of time, but they just didn't. I think Kai said this on the watch along. If that was a better team, we probably concede more. It's just like the quality we were playing against. Like you had a guy making his debut, I think, the left wing. And then I hadn't heard of half the rest of these guys' team. So yeah, I think it was just a case of quality. Like I think if we had played the same way, obviously it wouldn't have been the same back line. But if we'd have played the same way as Arsenal, we're conceding at least 2 or 3, like good opportunities. Whether we actually concede or not remains to be seen. We're conceding a good 2-3 opportunity, like 2, 3, 4 more opportunities than we did this game in terms of shots on goal. But yeah, like as I said, it was just one of those things of the quality of the team we faced was so. Bro, that's a terrible save, man. Push it wide. He's pushed it right back into danger.
I think what bothers me more is how many players are just watching.
Yeah, I don't like defending.
Like Benoit especially, like he's right there, like brother.
I think that's Mark Hugh as well. That goes back to the guy that scores.
Yeah. But Guy, I don't expect Guy to be like defensively sharp. Benoit is like, brother, you're a defender, rebound, all that bullshit. Like, no, you could tell they're expecting a goal.
Didn't Badiashile lose his man originally?
Yep, it's the Badiashile's man is the guy who scores. Is he the one that gets the header as well, or is someone else gets the header?
So Benoit is like right over here. He has his back turn to the cross. I mean, I feel like to an extent Charlton just tried to take him out of the set piece.
No, so yeah, it was a different guy that got the header, and then it was Badiashile's man who scores because he's marking air again.
Yeah, and Badiashile should have been following his man.
Yeah, the parry was bad. I'm watching that parry again, like the way he's parrying it.
Like push it. Like I don't know. Obviously,
look how he pushes it.
Yeah, obviously I'm not.
It's a good save overall, but like he needs to parry it better.
Yeah, like he did well to get the save, but I'm saying like he just pushes it back into. He pushes it back into the danger zone, right? Because even if there is like centre backs closer to it, he's just making it a scramble. Like push it wide. If you push it to the left,
true, Coco.
Like you get you're able to get up. The defenders are able to reset. Garnacho has a chance to get back. Like it gives you a better chance of defending that. He just pushes that back into where the danger is.
Yeah, or at least if you're gonna push it like.
Yeah, it's just good reactions with
strong push.
He pushed it in.
It was a gentle, like.
I could see his hand movement when he's on it. Look, he scoops it in.
Yeah, he has time to like really manipulate the ball. Like you could either send it wide, or if you have enough time, you push it towards Garnacho.
I didn't realize that until just now, though. I didn't see it properly until I just saw his arm movement scooping it in. But yeah, like the comment just said, scooped it from the inside.
So yeah, I mean,
he put it in danger.
It's a
good
bit
reaction,
of it's good reaction. It's a bit of Jorgensen, a bit of Badiashile asleep at the wheel as well. Because if Badiashile keeps up with his defender there, or his attacker reacted, he doesn't react yet. It's finally till he starts running into the penalty box where Badiashile's like, oh shit, I should probably go for that.
Probably.
By then it's too late, you know?
Yeah, what you gotta do?
Yeah, so it is what it is. So yeah, it's like what Scott was saying. Obviously, Rosenior is going to talk really nicely about his players. He had this again to say about Cole Palmer, Reece James, and Malo Gusto. Malo, Cole, and Reece were precautionary today. I don't want to take any risk at this stage of the season. They had minor tweaks or knocks from the Fulham game, and I feel like I've got such a good squad here. I don't need to risk their health at the moment. We have a huge game on Wednesday. We have a huge game on Saturday, which is the Brentford game, who are ahead of us, by the way. And I'll check the medical reports tonight and tomorrow morning and see how they're going, how they are then.
And their striker's cooking.
I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, Brentford's actually an important game.
Yeah, I don't think I was debating at the start of the season, would they get relegated?
I never thought they'd get relegated, by the way. I think
I thought they'd be fighting it. I thought they'd be fighting relegation.
What, they lost their manager, they lost so many players, but
Marshall.
bro.
Yeah, no, but
shit.
like, okay, the manager is one thing, right? That I understand. Yeah. When it comes to the rest of it, look at the guys they've lost. They lost Ben Rama.
Mbeumo.
Bro, they were hang on, Marshall. They went from Mbeumo like being the second guy to all of a sudden being the main guy because Ivan Toney left, who scored 20 league goals or whatever he scored.
Yeah.
Season before, like they're fine because
they lost Wisa.
They lost Wisa. Cool. They've lost Ben Rama, Watkins. This is since they've been in the Prem, or like, they've lost Ben Rama, Watkins, Wisa, and Mbeumo, Toney. Like they've lost all of these guys.
It wasn't Watkins Bournemouth.
Nope.
No, maybe he was.
It was Brentford. Like they've lost all these guys already. So like, I never thought they'd be relegated. I didn't think they'd do as well as they are. I'll say that now. Never thought. Yeah. I thought they'd be like 15th or something like that.
Well, I thought they'd be relegated or fighting relegation. That's what I thought. Yeah. I don't think I did put them to be relegated. I think I put West Ham maybe.
I forgot Raya came from Brentford. Holy shit! Yeah, that's true.
He'd already gone though. Like they had Flecken in goal.
Yeah.
Who they just helped. Who they just replaced.
That's another one too. Yeah.
Like this season though, I don't even notice. Did they even really buy anyone this season? That's the problem. Like
I don't know. Igor Thiago they bought last season, but he was out with a knee injury. I know that.
Yeah, he is on board. That's what I was thinking.
And he's on fire right now. Second
highest
goal scorer. I was
looking at the transfer, and I don't think they've really bought much. So I was thinking you just sold and actually. You sold like two of
it doesn't matter. The point being is that like we need to beat Brentford. That is like a must because if we have any hopes of getting to top 4, we need to beat the teams that are ahead of us in that position.
I don't think we ever take Aston Villa this season.
I don't think we get top 4.
I said if Aston Villa gain another 3 points on Chelsea and we draw, I don't think we gain it. They're 10 points ahead of us now.
They're only 10?
Have to be.
I thought they were 14.
No, they're 12, bro.
12 points.
Yeah, they're 12 points ahead of us, Chris.
Oh no, we're not. Nah. Yeah, nah.
It's a 4-game swing.
Yeah.
But I remember saying before they got 10 points clear of us. I was thinking we're not overtaking them. Definitely not.
I don't think we get top 4, and I'll be honest, I don't think we deserve top 4, man. Like our squad isn't a top 4 squad. Like it's probably like 6th best squad in the league at best, 5th best squad in the league.
6th?
Yeah. I don't think it's. I don't think as a totality as a squad.
I think we have some great core players. Like
no, I 100% agree, Chris. This is why I say squad, right? And I don't say like starting 11 or like the best players or whatever. Is a squad. I don't think our squad is better than Villa's. I don't think it's better than City's. I don't think it's better than Liverpool's. I don't think it's better than Arsenal's. So I'm saying at best we've got the 5th best squad.
They got a good man.
You could even argue there's in terms of a squad, there are better squads. There is probably 1 or 2 more better squads than us. Like, but yeah, that's why I think at best we've got the 5th best squad.
I'm not putting Man United squad over ours.
No, I'm not saying Man United. They've got a better attack and a better defense.
They got a better attack. Wait, do you think?
Well, defense.
Because we are fullbacks, right? And Fofana, I rate.
Actually, yeah, defense is debatable. They've got better centre backs, but we've got better fullbacks.
Yeah,
we got much better.
Even with Cole and Fofana fully fit, do you think like their centre backs?
With Cole and Fofana fully fit, no, I don't think they have a better defense, but.
I think with Colwell and Fofana, probably not. Without Colwell, I think it's a debate
because we have a better midfield than them, but they have the better attack.
Yeah, we have a better midfield, 100%. But I'm saying, so if you were to like, who would you take? Would you take Yoro and De Ligt, or would you take Fofana and Chalobah?
Yoro and De Ligt.
I was thinking their attack, and I was thinking like we can challenge their attack and debate. I'm thinking,
I think again it just comes down to depth pieces, and this is the problem, bro. And you see it today with some of these players. Our depth honks, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even spoken about Buenos Noches, man. Like he's such a nothing player. Like he's not a nothing player. That's maybe a bit harsh, but he's how do I word this? He he has there are times when you look at him and he has something about him. Like there was one pass he made, I think it was to Caicedo. No, it was the Hato header. I think he set that up. But he does. I might have been that. Or there's another chance, but he does like this really nice like chipped pass into like the box, and there's a couple moments he drives past like 2 or 3 players. And there's a couple moments you go, oh, there's a player that there's a player that we saw at Brighton there, right?
Yeah.
And then for like he will do that for like let's say 15, 20 minutes in a game across a whole game, right? And then for the other 40 minutes, it's just like, it's just nothing. It's a big old.
I just feel like he's floating around. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, bro, he's just a floater, man. Like
he'll upset me sometimes because he'll try a dribble and try to get into the tight spaces and it just loses it. It's like, brother, you don't have to try that all the time. Like,
but Marshall, I'd prefer that rather than never trying it. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
He is so reminiscent at times of Erdegaard, not this season, the last 2 seasons, where it's, bro, he will take a million touches on the ball and it's just to dribble in circles to not lose it. Like, brother, I'm not saying I want you to be Bruno Fernandes and like hero ball 90 minutes and lose the ball 80 times, but do you want to attempt something? Like, he's probably one of those players, right, that could go and play for like an Everton or go and play for like a Bournemouth and will probably do really well. Similar to KDH in that sense. Oh, he's just so, he's just not it, man, like for Chelsea. Like I said, for 75% of the time he plays football for us, it's a big old nothing burger.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him in the lineup. I mean, I shouldn't be. I had a feeling he was going to rotate heavily.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see him in the lineup. I was like, he has to play, and like this is the perfect game for him to play.
Yeah. I think today's game is also a bit of a test for Rosenior. I think Rosenior already knows what his 11 for Arsenal is going to be. I think today it was more so like, okay, there might be some gaps in there that I have to cover, and I need to see what players can do that for me, or what players can fulfill a certain role that I need potentially in that game. So it's really seeing the other players and how they could help the first team. And I think, I mean, he definitely got a lot of answers today in terms of our wingers. Continuing on with the quotes, he had a few more things to say. Rosenior, I'm building on the win. It's a busy 2 months. The lads have been really receptive to us, and I thank them for that. And if we keep working in this way, I'm excited for the future. And I already read this, didn't I? Yeah. This is Esteval stats, by the way. 24 minutes played. 3 shots on target. 15 accurate passes. 2 dribbles completed. 1 key pass. 2 big chances created. 1 cross. Like 3 duels. 1. Like he's just an incredible man. Like I need him to play game in and game out. Obviously, take care of him. Obviously, because you don't want. What I don't want Esteval to be is a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a like start off hot and then the rest of the season or the rest of his career just falls off. Like I just want sustained performances. Like you don't have to reach like the Neymar levels or anything. Just give me solid, good 7 out of 8s for 10 seasons. So don't play him to the ground, kind of how like what happened early in Neymar's career, right? Overplayed, played to the ground, was brilliant, don't get me wrong, but then as his career started to come to an end, less and less play time, more and more injuries. Like I just don't want that future for Esteval.
What I'm hoping with the fact that obviously he didn't play in the last game. I don't think did he play at all or did he come off the bench?
I don't think he touched the because we were criticizing McFarlane for not even bringing on Esteval. So
he didn't play in the last game, obviously, and the fact of him only getting like what was it, like 20 minutes, I think, in this game, or something like that. What I'm hoping for is that we have what we were wanting under Maresca in terms of he doesn't have to play every game. None of us want that, but what we want is we want him to play the important games, right? Play against Arsenal, come off the bench against Brentford, then play against. Actually, I don't care about play against Paphos, but then play against Palace. I think we play after that, right? Like, you can rest him.
How would you manage his minutes going forward? To be honest, because I would play him against Arsenal. And then
Cool.
Brentford's an
Okay,
important game, you know?
if I'm going off right, like the next few games, Marshall, right?
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm playing him against Arsenal. Play him as long as he can go, right? If he can go 90, play him 90, or maybe play him like 80 minutes, 75.
Yeah.
Then you've got a choice. You can either not start him against Brentford, but I probably would, but play him again for like 50 minutes, maybe 55. Don't play him against Paphos. Then play him against Palace, but only play him for like.
Paphos is an important game too.
Brother, Paphos at home, we should win. I'm sorry, I don't care.
No, we should be able to win that with that. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Then also, I'm gonna be honest, the league is more important than the Champions League right now.
Whoa.
It is. We're not winning the
Champions.
Champions.
Important. That's
Marshall. We're not winning the Champions League, and we're more than likely going to have to play a playoff game anyway. So I don't care. The league is more important. We need to get top 4. Yeah.
Do you start
don't
him
play
against
against
Crystal
Paphos.
Palace?
Play him against start him against Palace. I don't know how long he plays for. See if you can give him some minutes against Napoli, and then he doesn't have to start against West Ham.
Okay.
And then he can start in the second leg against Arsenal, and then he doesn't necessarily need to start against Wolves. And then you can start him against Leeds, and then we've got the international break. And at that point, then we're back to playing like once a week, basically.
Thank God. Yeah.
Well, apart from the odd game here and there, we're basically back to playing like once a week.
Yeah, which we need. We need this team to not have as many games, because you could tell with some of these players, you could tell it is exhaustion. But it's just when the games come thick and fast, man, we suck. We suck. So I'm hoping. Someone asked before if like we think Rosenior can go on a run of games. I mean, he's done it at Strasbourg, where he did go on like 6-7 game winning streak last season.
He also went 2 from 9.
Yeah, and he's also been on the other end of like 2 wins and 9. So like, it's possible. Like, my belief in that it may be possible more so comes from the fact that I logically think, okay, if you give a manager that is good tactically, like he's a good manager, he's just, the question was always is if he's ready for the pressure at Chelsea. If you give him better quality, then he can probably do more with what he's trying to do at Strasbourg. And he could probably, and if the players are receptive, there could probably be a good run of games there. Like he is tactically smart. He sets up well against opposition, and he does take those chances against big teams. He won't just, be too respectful like Maresca was at times and not go for the throat. Like Rosenior does exactly one game at a time, but Rosenior does set up tactically well. And if you give him better players, then the assumption is that the results will come as well. Like you could get better results. Whether he can string a run of games, that's going to be mentality of the players, his own mentality, if he can instill that into the players. I don't know. There's just so many question marks and so much unknown because of, unfortunately, the lack of experience that, Rosenior has. So it's just, I don't know, Chris, how do you feel about Rosenior after this first game? If you even feel anything at all. Maybe you're numb.
I feel nothing.
Also, 3 more likes away from 50 people. Let's smash up those likes.
I kind of given up attachment to man just after Tuchel. I didn't mind.
I'm not saying
Maresca.
how you feel about Rosenior. I just mean more so do you think maybe?
Today, yeah, he got the result. They didn't perform some of the players performed badly still, but
yeah,
Hato looked good and all that. He showed he gave what Hato had 90 minutes though.
I believe
he didn't get 90. I thought he got 90.
I'm pretty sure he played on 90. I don't know.
It's gonna take the test of Brentford, Arsenal, Crystal Palace too, and those games to see can he actually get something out of these players? Can he get results quickly as possible? Because we kind of need results quickly. We're falling. We have been falling for a little bit in December, January. We've dropped a lot of points, stupidly as well. So I'm always gonna back the manager, what manager we technically get at the start. I'm never gonna be I didn't rate Enzo Maresca. I did not rate him before he joined. I just didn't want him. I wanted someone different.
But I was open-minded.
He showed
he
can actually get results. He can get performance out of these players.
Yeah.
And he won 2 trophies in his first season, and he got top 4. There's
think
nothing to complain about. He did.
Rosenior's
everything
right when
I
he
didn't
said there is
expect.
good players here. Like,
Yes, there's a few core players. There's Caicedo. There's Enzo. Whatever you want to make of him. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I know.
inconsistent. I still rate Enzo. Cole Palmer, Esteval, Cucurella, Reece James. Like those are like your core players. I would say. Like I don't think Colwell could be a core player, but I don't know what he's gonna be like after the ACL.
yeah, we'll see.
We have to find out.
Good talent though. I'm sure. He'll be fine.
There's some good players in this team, like good players, and then there's some bang average like Garnacho, and I don't know about Gittins fully, but like he could be in the same boat. Neto, not that like amazing. He should be back up realistically, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Not Neto. Delap, I don't have a full like assessment of him. Like, is he actually a good striker or not? I don't know. Joel Pedro, he had a good start, I will say, but. Yeah, some of these players are just like medium level or average or shit. Like,
I get it. So it's more so like, let's just see. Whoever said it in chat, John B, you're absolutely right. One game at a time. Let's see how we do against Arsenal. Listen, a lot of people don't have high expectations. I am one of those people.
I can't wait for that Arsenal game in a sick way.
I can't wait just because it'll give me more of an assessment of what to expect from Rosenior. You know, the biggest thing from that game is, are you going to be pragmatic or are you going to go for it?
I'm curious about like how we play against Arsenal, because the last game we played against Arsenal with 10 men, we played really well against Arsenal.
It was a good game. We could have won that game.
I felt like with 11 men we could have won that game. It's just with 10
we should have won that game, to be fair.
We played better against 10 men with Arsenal, better than most teams with 10 men this season. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But
so
they'll be up for it too, I think, because they want to win a trophy, like, or two.
Yeah.
Who knows what they get.
Of course. It's just going to be, it's one game at a time. Maybe we can see a run. I don't know. It's difficult. But if you put up a good performance against Arsenal, we said it was at home, right?
We're at home first game, yes.
Yeah. You put up a good performance against Arsenal. Even come out with a victory somehow. I think some fans will start to be more optimistic about the season.
I don't mind them sometimes singing like the Roman one, but not for the Arsenal game. Like the Roman chant. Like,
I
what's
don't
that
care
really
about
doing?
the chants, man. I hope they keep chanting and they keep doing everything to just make sure.
But just for the Arsenal game, I don't know, like back the manager and the team instead of just like singing about Roman. I mean, it's up to them what they want to do with it. They pay for the seats, they can chant what they want.
Hey, the best thing the gaffer can do is just set us up in a way to win. Like Maresca did it. I'm sure you can do it as well.
I'm curious, like, how many like starters will they actually start with? Arsenal. I feel like we might go our full strength. I mean, may as well. I think
we might as well. Like this season, with how the league is going. Yes, I understand. Let's get top 4. Let's get back into Europe.
Top 5 is
top 5. Let's get back into the UCL. Well, we're also not far away from 4th. We're only 4 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's starting to pick up form now. They look better than Arsenal.
I do think the cup runs, like, just if we can snag away a trophy this season, I think that'll buy him time
as well. To win a trophy in his first season, half season.
If Rosenior wins a trophy in his first season, I think it'll give a lot of the fan base more patience with him to see how it plays out. Obviously, I'm not saying forgive the ownership. I'm just saying, at least the manager, you can back the manager more.
We're giving him a long contract, right? 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Doesn't mean shit.
That's kind of crazy. Is it because we dragged him up in Salzburg?
Doesn't mean anything though.
No, because like
we've given long contracts to every manager we've had outside.
Wait, what about Enzo? I thought we started him out on 2-3 years.
No, Enzo had a 5+1.
Oh, it was Poch.
Yeah, Enzo had a 5+1. I think Potter had a 6 or 7 year contract.
Potter had like 7 years.
And then Poch we had a 2+1.
I think Potter had like 8. I think Potter was like
Potter had a really long one. Poch had a 2+1, and then Enzo had a 5+1.
Okay, yeah.
Potter got away with murder, bro. Potter saw, and he's like, I'll give it everything, just like the lads.
buy him from Brian as well. Like give him a big contract. Like I don't know what it was. Just
Yeah.
He
It was a
robbed
flavor of
us.
the month, man. That was a big L from Bowley.
I did not
can't
want
lie.
that Managerial at the start. I didn't want
Nope.
even Enzo, but like
You're telling me we got
at
rid
least
of
Enzo
Tuchel for
proved me
that
wrong.
guy? Fuck out of here, bro. But yeah,
Not
we're
really
only
about
2
that.
likes away from 50
To the end
people.
of
Smash up
yeah.
that like, please. But yeah, I mean, any final thoughts? Can we close it out? I think we spoke more than enough on this game.
Sell to Todd Bowley.
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys in the chat. Great stream. Please smash up that like. Helps out the channel tremendously. We'll be back again tomorrow for a Casually Chelsea show. We'll be talking about Rosenior and all that shit that we missed out on in the last week because it's just been a crazy week of news and stuff. We'll catch up on a few other things, maybe some transfer rumors or whatever because it's been so quiet. You guys remember, by the way, you guys know we're in a transfer window right now?
Oh yeah, of course we are. We're a third
Yeah,
of the
we're in
way
a transfer window right now, people.
through. Yeah, we're a third of the
Oh
way
yeah,
through.
City signed a few players, didn't they? They signed Semenyo and
Yeah, we're in a
Like-
transfer window.
Oh, are we cooking? No, we're not cooking.
We're not doing shit. We're just signing youngsters.
We're just watching the other teams like
I
strengthen
said,
their
are
teams.
we
I guess.
cooking? Does
Yep.
he know?
Yeah, we ain't doing shit, bro. We're having we're just watching everyone shop. I might
We're
just
just,
do more
like, sitting
news
in
on
our
everyone
sunbed
else
right
than
now, just
Chelsea, to be
watching.
fair. This is the time of year where I'm thinking like, all right, cool. Maybe people will come watch. We'll see
Nah, I
what
don't expect anything
Chelsea's
from the squad
doing.
right now.
Nope. We gotta wait till summer for that.
Now we
pop.
got Garnacho and Gittins, man. Why sign like another winger? Like when you got.
If anything, I'm looking more at outgoings. George's probably gonna leave.
That's a player I felt bad for too. He should.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
care.
George. I mean, I care. I'd rather George and Gittins or Garnacho. But hey, it is
I
what
would
it
rather-
is.
No, as in when I say that Marshall's in like for in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah,
he
doesn't matter,
leaves.
yeah.
It means nothing for this
Yeah.
season or anything.
Yeah,
We should just sell him now, if we can.
we will. We'll see. We'll see what happens in
I don't know
the
about
January transfer window. The very riveting January transfer window. It's gonna be dead. But yeah, guys, be on the lookout for that. Also, I forgot to mention, smash up the like if you haven't done so on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Check out the links in the description, guys. There's plenty of content in there for you guys to watch. I also, if you are a member, give shout outs at the end of every show, and that's going to go out to our proper casual and higher tiered members as part of their perk. And that's going to go out to TA1931, the Danzo, Mo Beta Blues, Platformer Guy, Gabriel A, Lanre Sadiq, A Solomon, EE, and Adrian. Nice to see that our memberships are growing. Guys, let's keep up the pace. I really appreciate anyone helping out with the memberships. Like I said, four different tiers. First one starts at 99p. And if you can't afford it, then it's fine. Smashing up the like, subscribing, and being here on Casually FC is more than enough help for the channel as well. Help us try to get to 5K by subscribing as well. All that fun stuff. We're going to raid out to Lee Gunner as he's live right now, and I'm sure he has something entertaining going on. I don't know what he does lately. But yeah, go ahead. Copy and paste the raid message. Let them know where you're coming from. We'll see you again tomorrow for the Casually Chelsea show. And until then, stay casual, guys. Peace. Also forgot to mention, reluctantly, congrats to Nigeria for advancing, and congrats to who beat Ivory Coast today? It was Egypt advanced as well. Do we know who they're gonna face in the next round?
Yeah, Senegal versus Egypt and Morocco versus Nigeria.
Ooh, some good games there. Some really good games there. So yeah, be on the lookout for those games as well, people. We'll probably be talking about some of them now that we're getting into the exciting part of the tournament. But yeah, big up to every single one of you. Have a wonderful night. Stay casual. Peace.